What's going on then, everybody? Hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm a FIFA Analyst. Today, I'm bringing you a video where we're going to do a live walkthrough of the 4-4-2. Give you guys a bit of a rundown on how you can use it, the things that I look for when I am playing the formation, as it is probably one of the most popular formations at the game on the minute. I think it's overtaking the 4-2-3-1 due to, honestly, the through ball kind of meta that we're in, you know, hitting on the counter attack, and that's very useful on the 4-4-2. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go in, jump into a game, and walk you guys through it. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel. If you do want any of your sneak, you can use FIFA Analyst at checkout. It's see-through. Look, because it's green. See-through. You can use FIFA Analyst at checkout. And obviously do subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video. So this is the team that we've got. Obviously, we're using a bit of a different lineup, a bit of a different setup over the last week or so. You know, we're really enjoying the SBCs that we've been doing here on our Road to Glory, which is typical that we go into a game and we get this initializing glitch. It does this all the time. It's so frustrating. I've gone back onto here specifically the old gen version of the game. So we are playing on the new Xbox, but we've gone back onto the old version. And the reason why is I've been trying to do the icon swaps recently, and doing it on the new gen version, it's quite hard to actually get a game. So obviously, when you know, friendlies based on skill-based matchmaking, it's quite hard on that front. So we are up against Adama Traore, Bruno, João Felix. And this is a good thing about being on old gen. At least I can actually see the team. New gen loads so quickly. If you do want to see, by the way, our full custom tactics and game plans, I will put a link up above me. We did upload that a couple of days ago, so you guys can go and have a look at that and see what we do throughout the whole of the game, if you obviously guys you want to. So then, let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to rock the 4-4-2. This is going to be a game of champs. If our opponent would like to press A, that would be absolutely fantastic, so we can actually play. Thank you very much. Right then, let's rock and roll. A few of you have been asking as well, have I changed camera angle? At the minute, I'm running co-op. I've not been playing 100% recently, and whenever I'm not playing great, I always change back to co-op. I do prefer tele-broadcast because it's closer in. It's a little bit easier to do skill moves and read what the opponent's going to do, but also the co-op camera angle gives you the ability to track all the runs a little bit better. So I use the co-op to almost try and be sound in defense, if that makes sense. So then, let's crack on with it. Obviously, with the 4-4-2, you do have to be mindful that your two CDMs and kind of having your two strikers, it's a little bit harder to play out from the back at times. You can just see here, look where my left mid and right mid are. They're not showing for me. So I just have to take my time coming out. So now we've managed to get out, and now we're going to send the Lucas Moura on a run. Look for that exploit of that 1-2 out on the right-hand side. He just defended it. He's laid the ball off across, though. Little ball roll up with João, and luckily enough, that slide tackle did well for him. So we're going to press and try and see if we can win the ball. You will get countered on in this formation if the opponent chooses to play it, which he hasn't done. He's gone backwards here, which is a little bit of an interesting choice from him. I don't know what he's necessarily doing. He seems to be very patient in the build-up, but he's almost allowing me to, you know, run at him, allowing me to press and get the ball off him. Like here, I don't know why he's... I really don't understand what he's doing. He just could have played the ball into the right back then and gone forward down the line, but he's chose not to. And now he's just giving me the ball again. Aguero and João Felix linking up. We'll try and find the João Felix if we can. We can't. Maddison on the ball into João Felix. That is a bad pass. Aguero on the press. João Felix. Fake shot stop. Lako Keta. He's backing off with the defender, so we've got plenty of time. Lucas Moura into João Felix. Smash that across goal. And that is the first one. I'm a little bit confused on what this guy is doing, if I'm honest with you. He's not really moving the ball around, like, you know, he's not trying to get into my half, into the final third. So we'll just keep on putting that pressure on, keep applying the pressure as and when we can. Use this to advantage, obviously, the wing that you've got. You've got a lot of wing play available in the 4-4-2, so you can use the fullbacks to come forward. We can ball roll in, and then we can find that gap into here. We'll go for a heel to heel, fake shot stop, and we'll lay that ball off. Lay that off again. Lucas Moura can hit that, and that is 2-0. So one of the ways that I like to use the 4-4-2 in a sense is that I'll work it to the left-hand side, and then I'll come across to the right-hand side, right? And that's how I kind of play. So I'll go like left to right, right to left. You know, with a 4-2-3-1, it's a little bit different on that front. When you are in the final third, I'd invite you to almost send every guy on a run with that LB button. Really overload the attacker. You don't want to do it when you know, like here in defense. You don't want to. I see people using the 4-4-2 wrong, where they'll like say pass the ball into here, and then they'll send the Maddison on a run. You don't want to do that. You want to build up, you know, fairly neutral. And now this is where we start sending people on a run. Aguero goes, tapping the LB button. The João Felix goes. The Herrera goes, working it side to side. I think he may be offside. Yeah, just about. But you can see how we move that ball and transition it across, which works quite well. So obviously we are 2-0 up in this game now, so we've got a little bit of the hold, I suppose. The opponent does need to start coming forward. He seems a little bit lackluster, if I'm being honest, in attack. He doesn't seem... I try and always think about, like, that pass would never work. I try and always take a note on what the opponent's doing, you know, and where are their strengths and where are their weaknesses, then obviously play into that. I do a lot of coaching sessions where a lot of these people don't pay attention to what the opponent is doing and how they can exploit it. So he's like just booting the ball long here now, compared to the way he was when he first lined up in the game. He's really patient. He's not doing that anymore. He's now, because he's 2-0 down, he feels a little bit more pressure. Maddison, we'll just turn that way, send Maddison on a run. Lucas linking up with him, back into Lucas, back into Maddison. Gomez just about steps in and takes that one. So this is where you will get counted on. You have to use the right stick switching as best as you can in the 4-4-2, obviously to try and stop that counter attack as he brings the centre back out and commits into a foul. And that just will happen in the 4-4-2, right? You do have to try and right stick switch and cover those passes as quick as you can. It is obviously one of the harder things to do, and why I suppose this game is a little bit more frustrating. That, you know, counter attacks are very easy. Maddison, good goal. Counter-attacks are very, very easy to kind of anyone to do. You know, you don't have to have a massive amount of skill to do that. And even though you may right stick switch, sometimes you still will get caught out, and it can just be the way it is. But a nice 3-0 lead here anyway, which is an interesting one. We're playing this on Sunday evening, so normally it tends to be a little bit harder, if I'm being completely truthful with you. And I mean, the connection as well on Sunday evenings, as we all know, can be very infuriating. But it is what it is. We're going to just keep tracking back with the CM. No need to switch just yet. Keep tracking with the CM. Keep covering those runs. Now we're going to apply that pressure with Kyle Walker. Try and step in. There we are. Kyle Walker at centre-back I've been really enjoying. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't do enough this year, is stick with their CMs as long as they can. You have to pull your centre-mids back this year. Obviously, if your centre-mids are not involved in that build-up, then you know you do have to go to your centre-backs. But if you have that opportunity to, you know, drag your centre mid back, like here, select the Herrera, drag him back, drag him back, drag him back, and now we're back into position, and now we can cover that. Maddison, drag him back, get him back into position, drag him back again. We want to pull him back here to cover those passes into the other striker. And then obviously once the Maddison's beaten or the Herrera's beaten, then you do have to switch to your centre-back. Like here, we're still there. That's fine. Herrera will just come through, put a little bit of pressure on, and we will take that one perfect. So now here, we've not really got much on, so we just have to be careful with it. Gomez out to the left-hand side, and now we're going to drive forward. We're going to tap that LB button and send that Coleman on a run. We're going to use the João Felix as well, and the Maddison, and now we're going to work it over. So you know how we said about how we work it from one side to the next? We're constantly trying to make him play a switch. We're constantly trying to make him work and think about, you know, what passes have I got on? Where does he need to cover? Where does he need to put that pressure on? Makes it very difficult for the opponent in the 4-4-2 specifically. Track back with the Herrera, keep tracking, and then we can step in, try and win that ball. Okay, so now we need to switch because now we're being caught out. Try and cover that pass across goal, which we do just about. A little bit lucky there, but we'll take that. Bellerin, and then we're just going to play out from the back. Nice and simple. Bellerin's got loads of room out there. So now we're going to drive forward with Bellerin. We are coming up to the 45th minute. Maddison makes a good run. It's a poor pass from Bellerin, but I suppose that's very optimistic for me to expect. Pull the Hector Herrera back. Keep pulling him back there. Apply that pressure now. Keep that pressure on with him. Keep goal side as well. La Croqueta. No need to dive in. Maddison. And that's going to be half-time. So 3-0 lead going into half-time, which we will take. The opponent's not had a shot just yet. We have got a very strong bench for the team that we're rocking at the minute. So obviously, if we ever get into a bit of a squeaky bum time game, we can bring some of the big boys on. We've got like Ronaldo on the bench, Bamba, Depay, and all that sort of stuff. So from kickoff with a 4-4-2, myself, I like to get the ball out wide. I like to drive forward with a right back and then try and find the the right mid if we can. So you can just see him running through if he wants to. I'm tapping LB, but no. And then we're going to work it across. João Felix and Lucas Moura and Aguero trying to link up. Watch that 1-2. Stick with it. No need to dive in. That's fine. Okay, so now we need to come over and we need to think about that pass back across. That's what he's going to look for. He does. Now we're going to stand up, stay goal side, put that pressure on. Maddison to track back. This is Llorente. We don't need to panic too much. He's got to find the pass across. That's fine. If that was someone, I don't know, like say Neymar, Mahrez, Mbappe, we're a little bit more scared there, you know, because obviously they've got a lot more skills and pace in the locker. That Marcus Llorente, I'm not too fussed about that. Him there, I know full well he's going to want to try and find someone else to lay the ball off and, you know, get them to get that shot off. So Davies doing a very good job holding the L2 button there to try and shield. He does manage to... oh! Hello. That was a cheeky little effort, wasn't it? Pope was scrambling then, trying to get that covered. And that's good pressure from him. So covering that pass in the middle, he does manage to find the pass. We're going to watch that 1-2. Maddison puts that pressure on. And we're going to send him on a run. And João Felix into Lucas Moura, into Aguero. Love that. And then pass there. Ooh, yeah, pass was always going to be blocked and covered. My bad. One thing that you will notice as well is that I don't have a lot of possession in the 4-4-2. That's not really how most people want to be playing it. You do want to be quite direct and quite forward with it. It's like here now, he's committed quite a few men. So we're just going to get straight on his back line. Now we can look for these quick 1-2s. We can get through. Look how easy it was for us to do that. We're going to smash that across the face of goal. And Aguero with a very poor shot. He normally buries them chances. It's a little bit of my fault. I was expecting him to bring the keeper out. He kind of did, and then he pulled it back, and we were going to go for the chip if he did that. Somewhere actually recently, it's been really poor in my game, one-on-ones. I get into the position a lot, and I'm bottling them. You know, it is something that I've been struggling with massively, so I need to kind of work on that myself. Bruno Fernandes, Kyle Walker, who can have that. Thank you very much. Kyle Walker at centre-back is an absolute beast. Maddison with a poor pass, but that was my fault. Track that pass there, that's fine. LB switch. And we're going to lay that through. Hold that L2 button just to shield. Pass directly up. We've got the man on the overlap. We can play that. Coleman running in. We'll go for that fake shot. Ooh, good slide tackle. Good slide tackle. So again, using the wing to our advantage as and when we can. So we're just going to play this short. We're not going to play that on the edge. We're going to play that into the box. This is Gomez, which we don't really want. Alphonso Davies. He has got good dribbling. Drag back. We're going to lay that off. Lucas Moura. And that is a good block from Varane. So let's keep tracking back now. Bellerin, we want to stay goal side. We don't need to dive in here. We just need to be thinking about where he wants to lay the ball off. Going to look for those men. We're going to track that, and then we're going to put Herrera over. Right stick switch went wrong. I ended up switching to the Maddison. We'll apply that pressure now. He's got no passes. Maddison to come and cover that pass into there. We're just going to keep covering that. There you are. Lovely. He had no passes forward. He had to go backwards. And we're going to try and see if we can get past him. And we get bullied there. João Felix picks that one up. I need to use something that I know I don't use enough is the bridge. I need to use the bridge a little bit more, actually, if I'm being honest with you. That is, again, another weakness in my game. Something that I do need to work with. João Felix, double tap pass, nearly. Double tap passes I don't find work as much this year, which is a bit of a shame. I thought they were quite effective last year. I've seen some people, they make them work, but for me, they don't seem to work that well. João Felix, Maddison into Aguero, into João Felix. No, smash that. I could have gone closer. I wanted to find a João Felix again. He got tackled off the ball. Bit of a shame. We're going to take this in with Maddison. Try and see if we can beat the Adama Traore, which we can. Maddison, we could look for a finesse maybe. João Felix. Ooh. Hello, hello. Turn. Covering every single little pass here, isn't he now? Don't dive in. I did dive in, but it was with Coleman, so it wasn't the be-all and end-all. Davies, just think about the pace. Adama Traore v Davies. He's going to want to probably run there. Tackle. Keep that. Now we can put that pressure on. As soon as he did that fake shot stop, he had no passes on. We know full well he wanted to buy some time, so that's where we step in and say thank you very much. We are going to do that. We're going to lay this off to Coleman now. Back into there. Then we're going to go into Aguero, into Maddison. And we're going to try and find the João Felix. João Felix's movement then kind of screwed that in my head. And maybe I need to be a little bit quicker. Some one-touch football could get us another goal here, which may see it game, set, match one. It is the 76th minute, so I would like to think we've got this in the bag. Aguero, we're not going to go for the chip. I'm going to go across goal. He moved the keeper. This guy, he's proper. This is what I mean. I'm not good enough in those areas at the minute. They just keep, every single time, they keep... I keep bottling them. You know, someone either brings the keeper out and then, you know, puts them back on the line and does that really well. Moves their keeper. I just don't have that instinct. Maybe I just need to buy myself a little bit more time. Here we go. Let's bury this one. Think about it. Keeper's not coming out. Now we smashed that near post. There we go. Okay. So I stopped sprinting there. Keeper was coming out, but not enough. And then he stopped. I was going to go for the ball roll, but the keeper didn't rush out. So that's why I kind of took my time. And then I had to hit that then to go for that near post power. If he would have put the keeper out anymore and I wouldn't have hit the shot when I did, the keeper would have closed the angle down and you would have saved it if I would have gone for that power any later. And that's where the ball well probably would have been the better choice. But that is going to be 4-0 on the score sheet. I'll tell you one thing, I'm actually quite surprised. I know why people have gone back to the old gen console now. Like, a lot of people picked up the new gen, well, not the old gen console, but the old gen version. The new gen, I've played all my games on this weekend. The teams I'm coming up against, like, I've not faced an Adama Traore, you know, this sort of lineup. Every game I've faced so far on new gen has been Mbappe, you know, Neymar, those. Finesse. Hey, I thought he's going to try and move the keeper, Aguero, with that goal, but he's going to try and move the keeper. But yeah, the new gen teams, obviously, you know, the people that are on the new gen, you'd imagine are the serious players on FIFA, you know, the guys that take it a little bit more serious than your average person. The teams are just stacked a hell of a lot more. Like, this is one of the easier teams I've faced, I must say. We're on the new patch here as well, which is another reason why I wanted to actually play it, so I know what we're looking for when it does eventually come to new gen. I don't understand how EA have released a new gen version of the game, but it's constantly behind the old gen. It makes no sense to me, but either way, a 5-0 win, showing you guys how I played a 4-4-2 and how you can use it to your advantage as well. It is a really, really good formation this year. GG to the man that we played, a formation that you guys can go ahead and pop into your game if you wanted to as well. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. I do want to thank you all very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And yeah, I'll catch all of you guys in the next video. See you later, guys. Take care.